What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 2 or part 2, and today's topic will be how we can set up Rust environment or how to set up Rust environment. We'll be going to talk about what are the softwares we required, what are the IDs we are going to use, and what are the different packages or extension, on how you can create your first Rust program, how to compile, all those sort of things will be discussed in this tutorial. So first thing first, so download and install Rust. You have to go to this website and you have to just follow the steps. So if I just click on this thing, let me just click. So see, this is a website. So now you have to click over here, get started, and for installation you have to just follow the steps. That's it. It's very simple. So for example, if you are on Windows, then probably you need to just let me just check Rust version management tool, installation. For Mac and Linux, they have to just copy paste this thing in the terminal and it will be done. And for Windows, probably we have to click here. No, I think not. Just let me check. Stuff. I'm just thinking about the Windows installation. Manager. If like you were running on, actually just because I am on Mac OS, so it is giving me this recommendation. So what I'll do, I'll just open this another thing. Let me open my remote desktop. So this is actually one of my remote desktop machine. So what I'll do, let me just, so here actually this will give you the prompt for exe. So you have to just download this exe like this. So it will start downloading like this. If you see, it is downloading over here. Okay, so once the download is completed, you have to just click and it will ask for the installation. So for me it is already done, so it will say that it is already there. See, press the enter key to continue. Okay, so next thing is that so installation is done. Now the next thing, if the installation is completed, how to verify that. So I think, let me check what is there in our slide actually. So installation is done. So validate the installation. So for that you need to go to actually here and type, let's say, cargo. As I told you, cargo is Rust what do you say, package manager for the same thing Python pip or npm for node. So if you write cargo and after that, what is happened, it is actually in German. So cargo, then so it is giving me the version of cargo and Rustc. As I told you, Rustc is the Rust compiler. So you have to type just this thing. This give you this thing. So it means your Rust is up and running. So I'll just type these things in the slide. So cargo version or version. Okay, next thing, introduction to Rustc. So what is Rustc now? So before that, actually I think we need to do a separate step here. Download and or open the vscode. Let me open the vscode first, then it will be easier. So if you open vscode here, So if you open this vscode thing, okay, so you can go here and search for the extension, and there you have to search for this thing rst rls. Okay, and after that if you click here, for me it is already installed, for in your case you have to just click on the install. Okay, so Rust rls. So realized, go to vscode extension, what is that name, I don't know. Okay, extension marketplace. Okay, so vscode extension marketplace, and search for rust rust rls, install the extension. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow. So once this is done, you are ready to go for your Rustc introduction for the Rustc, or you can start working with the Rustc. Okay, so let me just do this thing. So this is done in our case, so this is done. So let me just remove this thing and let me go here, and what I'll do, I will just create a file here. Well, just thinking what to create file, or let me just create it from here. Open folder, new folder, I'll give a name, and this folder is inside the my document. So Rust, again it become this thing. So what I'll do, Rust tutorial. Okay, so Rust tutorial in our case. So let's select the folder. So see, it is created Rust tutorials. Now what I'll do, I'll just try to create one file. So I'll give it name as tutorial1.rs, just because this is our first code, so that is why just giving is tutorial rs. So for every rs code, it will start with one method called main, so function main, and after that like this, it will not take any argument. So actually the thing is, then it is always, for me it is German keyboard. So and then this and print, just because we have installed the rls extension, so it is giving us the autocomplete facility. So hello from Total Technology, and all the code will be like terminated with this semicolon. So it is more like C or C++, and just don't worry about all these things, I'll teach you everything. So this is one keyword, this is one the method of main. Every Rust program starts with this thing. Println is another macro. So this is how it is. So now the thing is, we need to run this thing. Okay, so first of all we need to save this thing, save. Then after that we need to just and one thing, if you see this properly install this Rust extension, then you will get this icon like Rust R. If you see over here, this is okay. And if someone is okay, something happened here, I'm not sure. Well, something happened, I'm not sure. Let me write this thing again. Okay, so now you have to just open the terminal from here. Just give a right click, or let me just save this thing first again. Let me open the terminal here. So here, so now you have to compile this thing. So you have to just type Rustc and just file name tutorial1.rs. So see, it is creating one executable file. Now you have to just only run this thing tutorial1. See, it is printing hello from Total Technology. So this is the output. So this is how you can use Rustc to compile and run or execute your program. So when you compile, it will give you one pwd on exe, just same as it is like if you are familiar with I think in C++ as sorry, in C# also it is giving the same way, pdb and exe file. Okay, so let me just copy this thing and okay, then Rustc to compile using Rustc. What's happening? Rustc, then file name, and then only output file name. These are the steps. Okay, let me just make it a bigger. Okay, so this is done. The next thing, the how to set up Rust project using cargo. Now as I told you that cargo is one of the most important things. So this is not the right way of creating Rust project. This is just right for if you are just going to create one Rust file, but for the project initiation or setup, this is not the right thing. So probably I can create this thing in a different way. So what I'll do, I'll just delete everything from here. Let me delete everything from here as it is. So like this. So nothing is here. Now I'll set up this thing. So terminal, so it is open. Now you have to use cargo, then cargo, and then init. So it is initiating one, see, created binary application package, everything. So this is for Git ignore, this is for GitHub and other things. We are not going to discuss all these things. This is cargo to ML. This is same like Python pip file or node npm file, JSON file, like this format. So then this is the actual file. So here our program is written main.rs. Okay, so now if you want to, like the same thing, now if you want to build this thing, okay, so first thing, let me write this thing how to set up. For setting up, you have to just use cargo init. Okay, okay, run Rust program using cargo. So next topic is how to run the Rust program using cargo. So now we got your file. Now you have to go to this directory. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to go to cd src. Okay, you went here and you have to just cargo run. So see, it is printing hello world. And if you come here, it will also create one target file, and inside that debug, and there you will get your exe. See, it's here actually, right? So how to run that? For that you have to just go to cd cd target is not coming. Cd target, let me just check this thing, man. Okay, so I think slash target slash debug slash, and you have to just run this thing, Rust tutorial. Let's run this thing, Rust underscore tutorial. It's not coming, I'm not sure. Rust tutorial src. Well, this is main.rs, so this is another folder. Let me check the folder structure first. So this is actually inside the target and debug, so probably we have to just come out of this. We are actually inside this last tutorial, and inside that there is a target. Okay, so what is going to happen? Probably cd. So now again it is saying src, or probably cd slash. Now we are inside src, so what I'll do, I'll try to we need to go to here actually. So let me just open this thing from here actually, open in terminal. So terminal is open. So now if we open cd debug, and then if you rust underscore tutorial, see, it is printing hello world. Okay, so this is how it is. So let me just write this thing here. So for executing or running the program, you have to just using cargo run. And if you see what we did over here, this one, we just use this cargo run, cargo init, then src, then cargo run, we just create, and it is creating. So the file structure and other things you will get it from there. So what I'll do, so I'll just take a screenshot of this thing. The project structure, and probably we can print it here, cargo run. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just insert this thing. This is the project structure of Rust. Okay, now think how to set up Rust. This is done. How to run using cargo. Now it is build release Rust project for production. Okay, so this is introduction, this is setup cargo project, this is how to run. Now this is build release Rust project for production. Now how you can like build your project for production. So what I'll do now, so let me go here. So cd // I'm not sure, is it backslash or forward slash? I'm not sure, I'm very bad at this sort of things. So what I'll do, I will just, this is our directory, we are actually here in src. So now what I'll do, I will just cargo, okay, and use build, not run, so it will not create any executable. See, it is creating. So if I open this thing, then debug, finish, help convert the identifier, have a case. So what happened here, when we run this thing, it is built and it is executed. Now what happened, we just build it, so it is built but it is not going to print anything, okay, because we are not running. So again it is created. Now next thing is that we need to create it for only for our production. So we need to create something for the release mode. So we have to just cargo build and after that / release. So it is building release. So you will see there is a release folder and your executables and other things are placed over here. So we need to just again have to take another directory structure of our project, okay, and probably I can write only for build cargo build for production release. It will be cargo build release, okay. And let me just put the directory structure as well. So I'll go to insert from pictures, from file, and I'll put it here. What I'll do, okay, so this is the directory structure. Well, so this is a complete end-to-end tutorial for installation, environment setup, how to set up your Visual Studio ID for Rust extension, then how you can create how you can validate your installation, how to check the Rust, whether Rust is working by compiling one source code, and after that set up your cargo project, how to set up the project with actual thing that is in it, which is like you can create any file using .rs extension, it is going to work, but this is not the actual project. So all of you are familiar with like Flask or Django or Node.js project or Java projects. Probably there are some dependency files, some other stuff, some XML configuration, everything. So if you are following the structure, let me just open this thing again. So see, there are multiple things that they are like, this is the structure. Here we'll get git ignore, he'll get this TOML file, other stuff. So this is very important when you are going to deploy your project in the DevOps pipeline. So for that you need to follow the structure, okay. So nothing else. So let me just go back to the slide. So next thing we did how to run setup, then after that how to run cargo program, how to run Rust program using cargo and what are the structure, and then we have seen how to build and how to build for release, not by running, like only it will build, not going to provide or produce any output, and after that how to build the same thing for production. So there will be one additional release folder. So that are the different things you can use with cargo and Rustc. So probably our initial steps are completed now. So in the first part we have done with the introduction on why you should learn Rust, and after that different aspects of Rust and system programming and why Rust is different from the other program. And in this tutorial we have seen how to set up your Rust program, because for setting up for the writing your code you need to first understand in environment, how to compile, how to debug. I haven't talked about debug, but if you if you do something wrong, definitely it will come inside the terminal. For that you need to understand the compile and other stuff. So I have shown you guys the different methods of creating your Rust program. You can create using directly .rs extension, and after that you can compile it from Rustc. And again, if you want to create full-fledged project, that also possible using cargo in it, and you can build or run or create your executable depending on your requirement. So that's pretty much for this tutorial, and it is completed. But before ending this tutorial, I will highly recommend you guys, please try to set up your own environment. So from the next tutorial, whenever I start writing code and after the tutorial ends, you guys can just follow along the codes or the slides or PPT or the GitHub code, whatever I'm going to produce. You can directly refer those things and it will be easier, so you don't have to wait. Okay, so that's all guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye. And before ending this topic, guys, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button if you really like this tutorial, and if you want us to produce more tutorial like this, you have to comment or you have to provide some suggestion, feedback, complaint if you have. And if you have any other suggestion for any other tutorial or another topic, please feel free to reach me out. I'll try to incorporate. And those are watching our course from the Udemy, special thanks to all of you guys, and because of you and because all of you, this is possible to create this content. So I need your support in future as well. So that's all guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.